Hey, greetings YouTube, Performance Reviews, where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. And today we're going to be doing an unboxing on a Henry Allergy. And I'm going to be explaining what makes this machine different from the other smiling faces in the Henry lineup. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. The first thing I want to note is that the face is optional on all Henrys, so if for some reason having a nice smiling face bothers you, please first of all seek help, and then here's the manual where they show you how to operate them and what's in here. And they do show you right away in the manual one of the differences of Henry Allergy is that it has an additional exhaust filter. And there's a separate menu on putting the face on the vacuum. I'll show you how to do that in a second. We are greeted with a straight suction tool that is a copy of a Visselwerk tool, but it is slightly different. The squeegees might be too long on this. So that's that. Then you get your standard suction tool that pretty much every Henry gets. We get a 3-pack. I'll show you what's in here. Actually, there's more than 3 tools in here. You have an adapter, a dusting brush, and an upholstery crevice combo. So that's kind of nice, and then a nice crevice tool. You get stainless steel wands, and then, just like every other Henry, this wand is adjustable to your height. You get a wand with a suction relief. You get a tapered hose. It's really nice. They give you an extra bag. And I think this is important because a lot of times when you get a new vacuum, you're going to fill up the first bag or the second bag really fast, and then you won't go through them for so long. So because they know your vacuum that you have is probably not working right, they want to just accommodate you. Now those bags are widely available on Amazon. I'll put a link below to that. And they're available at your local retailer. Then we have the machine. Alright, here is everything that Henry Allergy comes with. The extra bag, the accessories, the 2 floor tools, the smiling face, the manual, and the 3-piece wand set, and of course a hose. We're going to cover a basic assembly of Henry and putting its face on and all of that stuff. First of all the tools do store in the back. Just want to show that. Kind of what that looks like. So that all stores there, and then you can store your floor tool right there. So there's your tool storage. Just want to discuss the bottom side of Henry. He has soft rubber wheels all the way around, so he's not going to scratch or mar your floor. And then these 2 casters really help steer him around. Now, let's talk about putting Henry's face on, because, well, it looks pretty weird without its face. There's 2 clips here that unpull. We'll pull this off, and you can see this has a slightly different pre-motor filter. Comes with the bag installed. So let's put Henry's face on. Now there are a little instruction card on how to do this. I personally don't do it that way. I just do that. And now Henry is smiling again. Now also inside here, while we've got the bucket open, this is what makes Henry different, is this additional filter right here. And this is very different than what comes on a standard Henry. In fact, I'm going to show you a standard Henry next to this because I want you to understand that this is not interchangeable in any way with the standard Henry. Alright, I have a standard Henry here, the black, and then the one with the red ring here. This is the Allergy, and you can see first off the filters are a slightly different shape. This one won't provide the proper airflow needed, so keep that in mind. And then we can see the bodies are different. Now let me show you how this opens. So this is actually very clear marked right here. Unlock, unlock. This whole section comes off. Where on a standard Henry, there's screws holding it together. And so you can see, even though it's the same outside shape, the inside is actually quite different on the Allergy. Now you can see that there's a gasket going into this filter, and we have what looks like an old carburetor filter, except this is the HEPA exhaust filter. So all the air goes in the motor and then is exhausted through this and then through the back. Again, very different than how a regular Henry works. So this is kind of what you're paying for, is the redesign of this canister and this additional filter here, which is certified in a few different ways. And that just goes right back. And what's nice is everything is kind of clearly marked on this. You can see these two marks line up with your latches. Yep. That goes on there, and then you just give them a twist, and you can hear that click. All right, so now that we've explored the filter, let's put his motor section back on the bucket. Those just click in place, and this indexes right in the middle. You have your on-off switch, and then an indicator to show whether it's plugged in or not. The hose just screws right there in his nose, and now we're fully assembled. Now, Henrys come with a manual cord rewind, which means you just pull it out, and then you just wind it up right there. So there's a suction relief valve right here, and this just rotates like so. And if you forget which way, there's a plus and a minus. Plus is more suction, minus is less suction. And basically, if you're using it on an area rug or you're dusting, you'll want to turn that down. The end of the hose can also be used as a makeshift crevice tool if you need. Kind of handy. One other thing is this handle is eccentric. So if you're tall, you can put it in this way. If you're short, you can put it in this way. So one more way they accommodate people. Really smart thinking. You might notice things sound a little bit different now. We have the studio microphone about a meter away from Henry, so you're going to hear the real sound of what the machine sounds like. Headphones warning. As you can see, Henry has a pleasant sound and isn't too loud. All right, let's see how much suction Henry has. So Henry Allergy gets 80 inches of sealed suction, gets about 49 inches of working vacuum, and that's 1 inch less than the other models, and I think that's due to the additional resistance of the additional filter. Again, those are great numbers, no complaints there. I'm going to take just a brief minute to talk about Henry's floor tool on here. It's what's called switchable floor tool. When the brushes are up into the body, like so, that's for an area rug, and they flip down for a hard floor. And then this tool can be used on both kinds of flooring. You can also purchase an additional turbo tool for area rugs and low pile wall-to-wall carpet. I highly recommend getting that tool in addition to this. And I'll have a link in the description to what that tool is, and I'll put it in an end card of the video as well. All right, there's something we need to address right away, which is the extra floor tool that he comes with. Vacuum's not on. That's the sound it makes. And what happened is when they copied this from the original floor tool, the squeegees are out of specification. And it's a real shame that it comes with this floor tool which has a docking system and some nice rubber wheels, and that these just scrape and make that sound on the floor. Thankfully, the other floor tool doesn't make that sound. I want you to hear. No squeaking sound there. Hey folks, I want to thank you for watching. Keep in mind, this is more of an unboxing and a demonstration, not a review. There will be a full review where I use him for at least a month straight in our 5,000 square foot testing facility. Definitely hit that bell notification and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to see that video. Check out some of these other videos here at the end. They're relevant. Have yourself a wonderful day.